Oh, I'm coming over with my chapped lips. I got these stowaway and something all around this house. All right, let's see what time. What's that? All right. Hola, hola. That was a little cringy. What's that on the wall? I'm insane. Why did I stick that up first? I haven't even written in that. I need to get back in there too. Okay. Where did I stop at? Hold on, let me look back and see. It's gonna have to be because I don't feel like fixing it. All right, I found it. Cause all I seem to do is hurt me. Okay, where I stopped at. Hey. Okay, this is November 3rd, 2020. Hold up, this don't make any sense. First time for everything. Voting at school was weird but necessary. I was writing in pen, so I couldn't erase any mistakes, but I wrote that I spelled that wrong. I spelled necessary wrong. It's supposed to be an E there instead of A. Anyways, my roommate came with me. She's awesome, and her name is, what, her first name and last name, and I spelled her first name wrong. Child, she's the only one so far. School is stressing me out, but it needs to get done. I wonder whom is reading this all the time. I hope it's family. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, so burger. I'm not saying that. I was on my cycle, but I said that more explicitly. Gotta go tend to it. That was so explicit. What was the point of that? Ugh. But basically, this one, I was talking about my first time voting. So my first time voting was during the Biden versus, oh snap, who's he running against? It was Biden versus Trump, right? And then what happened after that? Oh, it's been 4 years. Okay. Oh, I thought something else happened before that. Okay, whatever. So it was Biden versus Trump. That was my first time ever voting. I was officially 18, so I could vote. And I remember they had us voting, so we had to go to our, what was that? The gym on campus. That line was out the door, down the sidewalk, around the corner. And we stood in that line. It was so boring. I put hashtag Biden 2020. Oh, so young and naive. Oh, I said hashtag Biden 2020, I guess. Child, I'm settling. Something Black people always have to do. I just hope my vote went to the right person. Miss Voter here. Gotta go, my pizza is ready. BRB. I guess I was making pizza in the oven at the time. I'm not gonna hold you. I think I was just voting based off, like, I didn't do my research. I wasn't politicking at the time. So it's my first time. I didn't have time to be politicking like that. I had other stuff to study, which wasn't an excuse, but that's what I was thinking at the time. Like, I don't have time to figure this out. I was going to look up the basic stuff, and whoever I pick at that moment, that's who I picked. And it ended up being Biden. Because I feel like he was a better choice at that time, which honestly would make a difference because look who the president is now. Anywho, that was in 2020. And then I got another one for January. What is this? January 5th, 2021. I said, I am horrible at this. I think about this book throughout the day, but forget to write in it. Update, I don't know if I want to be a vet anymore, for real. 2020 just hit me really hard. I don't know what I was going through at the time. Yeah, so originally I wanted to be a veterinarian. I don't want to do that anymore. It just took me a minute. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think I wanted to do it in the first place. I don't know. Like, I think I was like 50-50. It just took me a minute to officially be like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Because whenever I think about the fact that, okay, what if my answer is I don't want to be that? What am I going to do instead? I never had the answer to that question. So I was just, okay, let me just stick to this until I have the answer to that question. And it wasn't until now that I have the answer to that question. January 6, 2021. These Trumpies done stormed the Capitol. That's literally the only thing I put. That's the only thing I put on there. But that timeline doesn't make any sense. Because I graduated that July. Was I a senior when COVID happened? No. These days not right. I was a junior. Maybe it did happen in January. When was spring break? Am I tripping? When did they storm this Capitol? Is my dates wrong? Or am I just overly tired right now and I can't think straight? Oh, it did happen in 2021. It was January 6th. Why was I at home? Maybe that was Christmas break. That happened my senior year? You're lying. How did that happen how did that happen during COVID? I don't know why I associate that with during COVID. That makes sense. Okay, so maybe it didn't happen during COVID. Okay, so these days are right. It just confused me because... Okay, so next. November 8th. So I'm from January 6th. I skipped a few months because baby, I was putting the paper to that pencil, typing my fingers away. Baby, I was determined to graduate. Determined. I was supposed to graduate in May, but I ended up being a class short, so I had to graduate that summer in July, which, whatever. Okay, November 8th, 2021. So I already graduated college. I moved back home. I got a job. And now it's November 8th. Now remember that this book existed. So by that time, it was November 8th, 2021. I put, so as you can probably tell, I am horrible at this thing. I feel like I said this like 3 times. Update on what you may have missed. I graduated July 2021 with my Bachelor's of Science. Thank God. All the time. Every day. Forever and ever. Okay. Moved back home. It was easier to stay here while I figured out what it is I want to do. And then I started part-time at a daycare as an assistant teacher in August. I'm now full-time. Let's just clock that real quick. I started that job in August. So by November 8th, I started it part-time. And I was not I said assistant teacher, but I actually started as a floater. But by November, I was an assistant teacher full-time in pre-K. Three months. But anywho, my sister is getting on my nerves as always. Hold on, I'm gonna should write that. So I went back home. My youngest sister was still there. So my baby youngest sister was still there, and she was still in, what was she in? She was in middle school when I graduated college. So I was taking her to school every day in the morning. And clearly I loved it, but I didn't like it at the same time. Loved it. Like I had to do it. I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to take her to school every morning. I just did it because why not? I did it because I don't know. I guess it's a big sister team. Okay, November 26th. Okay, I'm doing better. I'm still talking about my sister. This girl swear I'm just on her time only. She asked me to blow dry. She asked me to blow dry her hair Wednesday or maybe Thursday, and I said no. I said no because it feels like every weekend I'm doing her hair for free. Girl, I'm tired. I just said I'll teach her how to do it. She never said what day. Friday come around, she does nothing. Friday night, Mama comes to ask if we want to ride down to visit family and volunteer and volunteers for me not to come because I gotta do her hair. Hell no. I'm going tomorrow and she can wait until I get back. Oh my gosh, I'm so funny. When I got back home, my sister's attitude was on 1,000. I don't know if it was me or it was her, but baby, she got better after a while. But maybe it's because she wasn't used to me being home. But baby, the attitude was hopefully she never sees this video. I'm just being honest. All right, last one. Mostly because my back hurts. I don't want to extend it up now. Actually, let me just finish this whole thing off. Because I'm done with this thing anyways. All right, January 17th, 2022. I knew you were never in the hospital. Wait, I knew you were... What's this word? Oh, I knew you were in the hospital. But I didn't call you. I didn't call you because I thought you wouldn't make... Oh, I think this is about my auntie. I forgot I wrote in my journal about it. I didn't call you because I thought you would make it. You did before. You made it out before. What was different this time? I should have called you. I hate COVID. This is all your fault. You were the only one to check up on me when I was in college consistently. I love you so much, Auntie. I just wish I had the courage to say out loud before you left. I'm done being stubborn. The second I think about any family member, I'm calling you. No more regrets. Good night. Oh my gosh. Let's unpack this real quick. First things first, I hate calling people. I hate calling people. I hate talking on the phone because I never know what to talk about. I've been needing to talk to people. I've been needing to call people who like to talk because I don't even know what to talk about. I don't want to talk about myself. In that sense, I'll just be asking you a bunch of questions about what you're doing to get the conversation going to avoid talking about myself. But anyways, I don't like talking on the phone. I'll text you, but I don't like talking on the phone. But even in that sense, my auntie, she was in the hospital before, some years ago. She was in the hospital for something, and she recovered. Okay. So in 2022, this was the second time she was in the hospital, and this time she was in the hospital with COVID. And she passed away. January 17th is when my daddy told me. And you know what's crazy? Every time someone passes away, the person who has to tell me, or the person who tells me all the time, is daddy. And it's getting to the point where I know when he's about to tell me about somebody passing away. Because I don't know, I just can tell. He just talks a certain way. His tone is a certain way every time. When I say you only that checked up on me when I was in college, I put in all caps consistently. Because I had people who would text me. I had people who would, pretty sure the people who would text my parents or call my parents and ask them how I'm doing. But my auntie, my mama's sister, she consistently messaged me about college. Literally the entire 4 years I was there. The entire 4 years I was in undergrad. She was the only person who consistently messaged me directly about how I was doing. About how I was doing personally. And you know what's crazy? I think it's on that phone. I saved the screenshots. I don't know which Google Photos is on. I think it's on that one. But, because I say this, I just think about her every now and then. When I do, it just makes me sad because it's like, it makes me like happy sad because like, she was my dog. Like, that was my dog. Like, I was going through it. And she was the only one that checked up on me all the time. All the time. But, I miss my auntie. I remember she used to, I remember she braided our hair. My auntie was so heavy-handed. She braided our hair one time, and that did not happen no more. She was heavy-handed. Oh my gosh. I thought my mama was heavy-handed. No. My auntie was definitely heavy-handed. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. I remember she used to bring us to church. Every time we stayed the night at her house or the weekend, baby, we was going to church on Sunday. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But you know what's crazy? I didn't complain. I loved it. I loved being at my auntie's house. Probably because she never asked us to do anything. We ain't had to take no trash out. We ain't had to wash no dishes. We ain't had to cook no food. We ain't had to do none of that. I tell you. When I tell you, when we went to our auntie's house, when we went to Auntie Jackie's house, her name is Jackie. Well, I call her Auntie Jackie. But when we went to Jackie's house, baby, you was watching TV. You can play outside and go to church on Sunday. That's it. She never actually asked us to do no dishes. She ain't asked us to clean. She didn't ask us to sweep. I mean, the simple stuff. If we made a mess, we would clean it up. But like, it wasn't like a set like schedule like it was if you was at your house. If I was at my mama's house. But baby, I tell you, we played all day. I mean, we played all day. She's the reason why I got into watching Maury. And what was the other one? It's a Judge Judy. I miss my auntie. Oh, and also she flew when I graduated high school. I graduated high school in Arizona. She lived in Georgia. She flew all the way to Arizona to watch me walk across the stage in high school. And it was her, my Uncle Jelaine, and my grandma and my grandpa. And then my 2 little cousins. But she was the only one on my mom's side to make it down there to watch me graduate. And when I tell you, I appreciate it at the time, but like now that she's not here, I just appreciate it even more. Cause like she didn't have to do that. We lived all the way in freaking Arizona. She did not have to do that. This is my auntie. This is my auntie Jackie. I ain't got no storage on this phone. Oh well. It's just so pretty. I miss my auntie. But I'd be lying if I say I don't miss her bad. I miss her bad. I miss both of them bad. I miss both of them bad. But next page. I think I did a good job of sucking those tears up because not Nan Peace dripped.